We are protecting his identity. But even though you can't see into his eyes, 7-year-old Artem Saveliev appears shocked and confused as he arrived alone at Moscow's airport after his adoptive American family put him on a one-way flight from Washington. He carried a note from his adoptive mother. She said she'd made a mistake taking him and didn't want to keep him anymore. The incident has sparked international outrage, with Russia now considering the suspension of all adoption programs with the United States.
What has happened is far beyond the borders of good and evil. We have taken the decision, and Russian Foreign Ministry will stand for this firmly, to freeze any adoptions to American families until Russia and the U.S. sign an international agreement about the conditions of adoption and responsibilities of the family which take our children.
The U.S. State Department says it's been in touch with Russian officials and is cooperating closely with them to resolve the case.
We are obviously, very troubled by it. This child, as with all of the children who are involved in adoptions between Russia and the United States, they are U.S. citizens, they are Russian citizens, and we share a responsibility to ensure their welfare.
Artem Saveliev was adopted by single mother Torianne Hansen of Tennessee. She brought him to America 6 months ago from the state children's home in Siberia where he had lived. Hansen accuses the orphanage of lying to her about the boy's psychological problems. In the note, she called him mentally unstable and violent. But the boy told officials his adopted mother was abusive.
As soon as I asked about Tori Hansen, he immediately made a face and you could see he was tearing up. I asked if she had hurt him, and he said, "No, she didn't beat me, she did this." He showed me, meaning she constantly pulled him by the hair. I said, "A lot?" He said, "Yes, she pulled me by the hair a lot." He immediately starts to cry from this.
If Russia halts adoptions by Americans, it could affect hundreds of families in the U.S. Last year alone, Americans adopted 1,600 orphaned Russian children. As for Artyom, he's likely to return to an orphanage with no family to call his own. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera.